What color uniforms you wear? Oh, I ain't gonna change anything. I can't see them. It wasn't showing them to me.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside.
Oh, I didn't know if you were going to or not. So I just automatically done.
Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Jets. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Stafford on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Damn, I had the old hole open up, and I couldn't do nothing.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
I was hitting the throw button. Oh my God.
Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think
because my arm went to cock, he grabbed him.
Understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell.
Oh, my God.
And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. Big yardage that time.
I was just surprised.
41 yards.
That
and you talk about great
was
blocking
even,
up
had
front.
a guy
I don't think
close
he was even
to
touching out a finger on him until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. They go play action here on first down.
Wide open.
The first NFL touchdown pass for Sam Darnold. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
And he's got to absolutely be sky high right now. The first touchdown pass in the NFL. The first of what should be many, many more. But 57 of them in 2 seasons as a starter at USC. None as sweet as that one right there for Sam Darnold. Hello, NFL. I'm here.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions heading out, coming off a 9-7 finish a season ago. Another year without a playoff victory. And we said it last season, Charles. Unbelievable. They've won only one playoff game since the 1957 NFL championship game back when you were in high school.
Junior high.
And that one win was way back in January of 1992.
They do have optimism, though, because this team has been building. And I thought that their draft of 2018 signal that they really want to help their magnificent quarterback Matthew Stafford and take the pressure off of him to produce 5,000-yard passing seasons, because they drafted Kerryon Johnson, a running back out of Auburn, and in free agency got LeGarrette Blount, which signals to me that they want to play a little brute force football. They want to batter some people and take the ball out of the hands of Stafford so often. If they can do that, that'll allow them to slug it out with Green Bay and Minnesota for maybe a division title in the NFC North. And last but not least, you know they've beaten 57?
Who?
The Cleveland Browns. 2 teams.
I thought I was late on that.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, it was late. Yeah. If I'd hit him
after the incomplete pass
as soon as he cut, but I was looking to the other side first.
On the toss, this is Blount. And running with power here. And he'll go down deep into Jet territory. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards on the ground. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he dumps it off to Blount. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blount, his first touchdown as a Detroit Lion. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Nobody.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 40, 20, 10.
Damn. How did none of my guys?
As his guys are in for 6.
I had
kicked
kicked down the middle with all my guys blocking down or going down the middle, and they all spread out.
A bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kick.
I can't get used to having that delay sprint.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one.
I know I should have spun instead of trying to do that.
39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a play fake here on first down.
No! Oh my God! Oh my God! That was so close.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Stafford.
Oh my God!
It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. It's a big play. Stafford to Tate, 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, is that lady?
Now a carry for Blunt, and he stopped immediately there. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Tag 50. Omaha,
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And incomplete there.
Oh my gosh.
Hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They come out here in the eye. Stafford. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate from a yard.
And I set up.
And the Lions are an extra point away.
I set up for that run play. And I hit the R2 button and it was like solid red the whole screen. I'm like, damn, I guess I'll try a quick slant.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
No!
And he's got some space here. And he's loose again.
Come on.
30. And a
Oh my
terrific
gosh.
return as they finally do stop
My
it, but
coverage
not before he's
sucks on
inside the
kickoffs.
15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
A first down throw, Darnold. Got a man.
Damn.
Touchdown, Jets.
Double coverage and you got it.
With his second touchdown in this
I know, that was a good
and the
catch.
Jets are going to take the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving
I had a guy
touchdowns
diving
for
for the
him.
ball
How
and
they
he
gonna
just
slow him down?
I
barely
think they're
missed
thinking
it.
about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who.
I hit.
Pressure too much as down he goes.
I hit the damn pass button.
In there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete.
Of course
so the
he
ball
was.
a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Why wouldn't it have
There's
been
no
out of
denying they
bounds?
want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and
Here we
take that
go.
away.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he
I
fires
knew
one
it.
that's
I knew it.
intercepted.
As soon as I threw it.
Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's a give to Crowell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Yeah.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw on second down at Stafford.
No, I'm glitching now.
Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they're going to be set up in the
Your guy
red
wasn't
zone
there until
right
after
around
I
the
threw it, and then
17-yard
it
line.
glitched him right there on my screen. I'm sure you're with him the whole time, but...
After the interception, here's Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The pitch to Crowell. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple. Down to the 15.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it.
Hey, baby.
Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills.
I playing this Madden game.
Over pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you.
No, you're fine.
Well.
We praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
I got a lot of shit done today.
Did you?
Yeah, I have. I've got my order placed, and then I got like I've got them condensed down, so I knew what to order.
Found his target. It's
I got
Anderson. And all the way
cases that I had a
down
box
inside
flasher.
the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
Darnold down to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Neil Sterling from 4 yards out. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to see where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'll be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Blunt. And now running right through it. LeGarrette Blunt, the 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blunt, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jets making their way out. Last year, the impressive 3-2 start. A lot of people predicted they would go 0-16, but then after that start, they sort of collapsed. Just 2 wins after Week 5. So as we look ahead to this year, Charles, what can we expect from the Jets?
Well, I would expect them to continue to play with great effort because their head coach, Todd Bowles, demands that. But Sam Darnold, their #1 draft choice, he will be the key to their season. The faster that he plays well, the better the Jets obviously are going to be. And on defense, last in the league in pass rush last year, last in the league in sacks. They'll have to do that by committee this year and find ways to get pressure on the quarterback.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Sorry about that. I didn't think I was going to make it, or I figured I'd fumble.
On first down, it's Darnold.
How did he catch that?
As he pulls it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a handoff to Crowell. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh my God, I had broke the...
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone.
I got off the block and then went the wrong way.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Darnold for the red zone now.
Oh, thank God.
In his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is...
I was in triangle and they didn't intercept that.
Looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what
Wow, actually stopped you from scoring a touchdown.
Knock it away and brings up a 4th down decision.
And
I got the ball first, didn't I?
And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down.
Oh, damn.
Incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
I didn't even see him standing over there.
Was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next
that
one?
Would have
almost
been.
Becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Stafford. Hard throw.
How did he still not catch that?
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football.
I know, and he dropped it every time. He batted it like us.
Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Sam Martin now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Crowell. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's
that's how I'm starting to feel about mine back there.
I know we're just in the second quarter, and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
I thought it was.
Offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down.
I really thought it was.
But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And
what a hit.
Not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is,
damn, what a hit.
Be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. To throw on second down is Darnold.
Oh my God!
Incomplete.
I had a chance. You had a chance to catch it, and I had a chance to intercept it.
It tends to create a lot
and neither one of us could hold on to it.
Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And able to get this one.
How do you get that open?
45 before he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Damn, I hit the button and dove him before
Another 13
I
yards
could get
there,
up in the hole. I was like,
they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit! Let's go!
Faking the give, Darnold. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on, and boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Damn. You didn't have to break my kneecap about it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like
this ain't Karate Kid. You can show some mercy on my linebacker.
But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Stafford and the Lions.
There is when I have one decent linebacker on my roster, and he takes their kneecap out.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt.
Oh, man, I thought I was going to go again.
40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, Stafford going underneath to Blunt. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Offsides, defense.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
I had it too.
It's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Stafford. Throwing the outlet.
Oh, my gosh.
That's Tate. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Blunt. Muscles by at the 25. Whoa! It still won't go.
Yes!
To the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blunt with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
He did too. I ain't gonna lie. He punched the shit out of him right in the nose.
Now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way.
And that's caught inside the 40.
Oh, my God.
And all the way in. Touchdown. New
I was
York.
all over your receiver.
Pryor, 69 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
I say you're probably going to win this game, Billy, but it's been a hell of a game so far.
To just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards.
I don't know.
Yeah. Fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket.
Already did.
These types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now,
damn, you read that one, didn't you?
Tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Completes it to Blount. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
Just like when I kick it out of bounds during a kickoff, you start at the 25.
Now it's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now it's Crowell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Leopard, let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring
that
the
one
tight
where
end
you
free
broke my
downfield for
linebacker's
completion.
kneecap.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll run with Crowell.
Damn.
Some room to run now.
I'm blitzing off the other side.
7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Glover Quinn there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh my God, tackling. I had you in the damn backfield.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
No, I ain't. They didn't hit me over the top. I ain't stupid.
To throw is Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And it's third down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the run, it's Crowell. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 9-yard
Hell, you
gain,
might get the rushing thing too. My defense can start playing.
Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Damn, I got lucky.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position.
Hey, Billy, I'm going to pause for just a second. I'll be right back. Alright, man. Sorry about that.
In this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Darnold. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's
short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished,
right into the back of my guy.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, it's Stafford. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I can't get nobody open downfield
Give him
at
7
all.
on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a toss play to Blunt. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chain.
How many yards did Tanner have rushing?
Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Kick the ball, you idiot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
I threw it.
Down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack,
no, I didn't like that at all.
Come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
This is Crowell.
Of course. I play the run up the middle, and you run up the middle for 40 yards.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Oh, I should have been touchdown.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Crowell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It's Sylvester Williams there to bring him down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Jets on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Now Darnold. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Damn, it's 11.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive?
I mean, I thought it was closer inside the 10 than that. The shadow looked
totally didn't affect
a lot
me.
closer.
Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Not there. I lost yardage. Damn.
There. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw is Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Every half. After these 8 seconds pass, we'll both have 3 again for the rest of the game.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Damn.
Intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by
Good game, Billy.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before.
No, Billy killed me, 41-28.
On number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
It was there until my turnovers cost me. If I hadn't turned it over so much, it'd been better.
You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs.
You still finished with 180 rushing.
I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
No.
So for the Jets, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles...
Yeah, I played Darth and then Solar back-to-back.
Yep. Because I kicked the ball in the first quarter. Yep. Here you go. Ah, damn. Ran out of gas. Ran out of gas.